This is the Redragon K556 RGB gaming keyboard, and like the great Hannah Montana once said, this might just be the best of both worlds, aka the best all-around mechanical gaming keyboard. And I say that for 3 reasons. First off, it is not only very aesthetically pleasing, but second, it performs, and lastly, the one that I resonate most with, it's affordable. The Redragon K556 RGB gaming keyboard features a nice brushed and anodized aluminum for a very sleek, but also very hefty construction. This thing weighs in at 2.6 pounds. So while the backplate is plastic, the frame itself is aluminum. And pair that brushed aluminum with the things under the keycaps, the RGB, you get some magic. Gold-plated, for the record, I'm totally convinced that gold-plated connections don't make a difference, but in case you care and you want to show off to your friends, this is a gold-plated Type A USB connection, and once it is connected, we show off all this beautiful RGB. And notice how it is much brighter than what we saw in the Redragon K555, and it is more exposed on the bottom layer, so when you flip off the lights, you are in a whole different world of RGB heaven. There are 18 different RGB modes, and all of those can be configured, cycled through the keyboard buttons. All you do is press the FN key and you cycle through the INS, home, page up, down, and page down. And you can press each of those buttons 3 times, and it gets you to a different mode for a total of 18. Using the right arrow key, I can cycle through the colors, and using the left one, I can cycle back. Using the up and down keys, I can adjust the brightness. There are 4 levels of brightness. If you don't want to use the keyboard to cycle through the different RGB modes, I'll be talking about the software at the end of the video. Make sure you stick around. So far, if you found this helpful, don't forget to drop it a like. Now that we've talked about all the aesthetic things, let's talk about the performance and why I really enjoyed this keyboard and why I've been using it for the last month, which for me is unheard of. I go through keyboards like some people go through boxes of Rice Krispie treats. I do. Anyways, 104 keys, full-size keyboard. We've reviewed a lot of the smaller ones, but I'll tell you, I personally miss a number pad. This has one. What you care about though is the switches. I need to tell you a little bit more about brown switches. Brown switches are the happy medium between red and blue switches. So while you press these down, and you get a little bit of a tactile bump, it is not as annoying as Jack's keyboard, which features blue switches. Brown switches. So, to summarize, red switches, brown is less sensitive. Compared to blue switches, less tactile. You got it. Quick lesson in switches. Here we go. For all the gym bros out there, 50 grams to actuate these switches, so you better get on those finger workouts. Now, here's where things get a little dicey. Let's just say my spacebar was not working well when I first pulled this bad boy out of the packaging, and I was getting super annoyed with it. So, what did I do? I went back into the packaging, where they have extra switches as well as a keycap puller and a switch puller. This bad boy is hot swappable. So what I did, I pulled the space bar off and I went in and I grabbed a new switch. And they don't just include browns in the extra, they include 2 blue, 2 red, 2 brown, and 2 black. And I replaced this with a blue. Anyways, it's all better now, works fine. So if you're really hard on your keyboard and you, for some reason, want different keys to be different kinds of switches, I don't understand that. You can do that with this. In addition to being hot swappable, this is full non-conflict. 104 N key rollover, no interference while gaming. So, after you finish your workday, just like I did, I would go and play a game of League of Legends, and it would be totally fine. It was great. I didn't feel the need to swap out my keyboard because it was still tactile enough for gaming, but it wasn't annoying enough to blow Jack's eardrums out when I'm typing. Now it's just Jack that blows my eardrums out. Thanks, Jack. Now to wrap things up, software. So, it has software. I don't recommend the software. I'll put a link in the description for the software. The software is called this, when I downloaded it, Mechanical Gaming Keyboard Driver. Could they have done a little more branding? Yes, I think so. What you're gonna get out of the software that you don't get from the keyboard is the ability to program macros. The only other thing that you can control in the software are the RGB lights, and all that control you can do directly from the keyboard anyways. So personally, I don't even bother with it. I don't use macros. If you're a macro guy, download that software. Linked in the description. To put a little bow on this 2.6 pound keyboard, yes, I do think it is the best all-around mechanical keyboard for the cost at this time. I like it during the workday for typing, and I like it after work for playing League of Legends. Even though I still get destroyed, it's a great keyboard. If you would like to purchase it, we'll have it linked in the description below. If you have any questions on the keyboard, ask those in the comments. If you found this helpful, don't forget to drop a like on it and click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. We do reviews of keyboards, mice, RGB lights, consumer electronics, and we do giveaways. We want you there for them. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bird out.